No hope of making money. But you remember that YouTube video I filmed of you? Thousands of people seen it, tens of thousands. And I know you're embarrassed, but they love you because you gave birth to me. And I know this won't make too much sense to you, but 4.5 million people have watched my videos. What do you think about him being on that internet, that YouTube?
That's my son.
You think he's crazy?
As long as he don't eat dukes, I'm happy with him.
Do you think he's crazy?
Is he kin to me?
Yeah.
Then he's crazy.
There's a lot to dissect with this Boogie video today because I am just absolutely perplexed as to what is going on. So essentially this video is breaking down 3 different videos that are centered around his grandmother. And not his grandmother, his mom. And you're probably wondering, who cares? And that's a valid point. The reason I care is for some reason Boogie decided to upload a video a couple days ago that was filmed and uploaded to Storyfire. If you don't know what Storyfire is, it was basically the scam run by McJuggernuggets, who was Boogie's friend, and it essentially was supposed to be this platform that was a subscription-based service that people could buy videos into, and you're supposed to they eventually turned it into like a coin system. It was a whole mess. It's bankrupt, it's defunct now, it doesn't exist. But a lot of creators went over there and uploaded exclusive videos for people to watch, and Boogie made this video where he goes to visit his mother's crypt, and for whatever reason he thought, yeah, this is a real good one to go put up on Storyfire. That's gonna make all my fans run and go get it. It was uploaded in 2019, and for some reason he thought 4 years later, yeah, now's the time to upload it. We'll get more into it later. This introductory clip is just emblematic of how Boogie has not changed at all. He's bragging to his cremated mother inside of her crypt that, hey mom, your video got thousands of views and I'm a big shot on YouTube. I'm so cool. And it's funny because a lot of people who haven't tuned into Boogie until recently really missed the arc of where money just absolutely devastated this guy. Made him think he was the shit, made him think he was so much better than everybody, and he's going to use his own dead mother for clout. How embarrassing.
That's been rained on for 10 years because there's no roof, Jesse.
You haven't been there in 10 years. You don't know what it's like. I'm sure everything's fine.
There's a house underneath all that overgrowth in kudzu. That's what 10 years of overgrowth looks like.
Where's the, way in?
Well, the stairs are right right here.
You kidding me?
No, I don't. There's a ramp Mom built, but those stairs are literally right
Where's
here.
is this the front door, Boogie?
There's the rail, there's the stairs, and that's the front door.
So they're literally giving us the fluoride stare right off the bat. Oh my god, let's have a completely normal conversation between each other. Yeah, let's do that. Oh my god, this house that you haven't taken care of for 10 years in the middle of the mountains in West Virginia, you think that is going to be standing still? I hear the roof collapsed. That's crazy. I guess we should go there. I mean, I don't know how Boogie thinks that videos like this would pass of him being genuine. That's what all of his content is now. None of it is genuine. It's all scripted nonsense garbage. And he tries to pass it off as, oh man, this is so spooky. This is so scary. I'm so disturbed being back at my childhood home. No, he's not. He doesn't care. He's like, can I get back to my 5-star hotel real quick? I need to down a couple glasses of fluoride so I can give you that stare. Really just pierce you into the soul of your heart. And of course you got McJuggernuggets just giving the worst commentary, and I don't know how people were deceived by this guy for the longest time. I never watched any of his content, but just listening to him, I feel like you can pick up on whether or not somebody is a bad person just by like the tonal shift of their voice. He just sounds like a con artist anytime that he talks, because he's very obviously trying to deceive you and make it seem like, ooh, it's so scary being here, Boogie, woo.
Bro, you lived in this house?
Yeah. I mean, it was a little bit nicer.
You got a weird taste in houses, bro.
I didn't pick any of these houses, Jesse. My grandfather built this house.
Watch it, man.
Watch for copperheads, Jesse. They will bite. And we will be going right to an emergency room when they do.
What, are they poisonous?
Yes, copperhead is poisonous.
Dude, these are mirror shards shoved into... This is like something I'd film on my channel, bro.
I know.
What is this? This is somebody's degree? Wanda Williams, dude.
That's my mom's teaching degree. And look at over here, Jesse. There is... Someone's come in here and destroyed all of this. They destroyed these... They destroyed my mom's Teacher of the Year awards.
How do you know somebody's not here right now?
Well, if they are, they're getting ready to get their ass beat.
So this whole thing is just so stupid. Yeah, you think they're genuinely scared walking through, and what a great piece of commentary. Oh, what a good taste. Hey, poor idiot who lived in the mountains. Nice choice of house when you were getting cigarettes burnt out on you and having parents that were complete degenerates who didn't care about you. Yeah, that'll show them. That's real good. And Boogie's like, look out for copperheads. As a native specialist who definitely goes outside all the time and is well equipped to be able to handle a copperhead bite, look out for them because they're coming. They're gonna bite you, and we're taking you straight to the hospital. And I'm half surprised that they didn't stage a fake snake bite during this video. I'm half surprised. What I'm not too surprised about is it feels like a lot of this is slightly staged. Now, the condition of the house and the overall askewness of it doesn't surprise me. Some of these little details do surprise me. The glass shards directly in the entrance as soon as you turn right are sticking out right there. I mean, I'm not invalidating the possibility of a hillbilly meth addict coming in here and just doing complete mayhem. But you're telling me that somebody came in here, broke a mirror, broke some glass, picked it up with their bare hands, and then chucked it or stabbed it into the wall, and there's no blood that they found in the entire house? Maybe it got washed away in a typhoon. Maybe I wasn't considering that. I just think that a lot of these little knickknacks that they'll pull out and they'll point to are things that they probably went inside before the cameras turned on, moved some stuff around so that it would make for a more interesting video, and then sure enough, they come back in and it's like, wowzers, woo! Because even Boogie points out, he's like, look at all these awards that my mom had on the ground. What a coincidence that they're just laying right there in the opening room. Give me a break.
Some of her old clothes.
What are you thinking right now, Boogie?
I'm mad.
You're just frustrated. It's like it.
I'm mad at hell at myself for letting this happen. This house could have went for somebody. This house could have closed somebody, fed somebody. There could have been value made out of this house. Someone could have lived in this house. They could have had a home in this house. Instead, I left it like a fucking idiot. And hateful neighborhood kids, hobos, God knows what else.
Definitely, yeah.
Have come here to destroy it for no good damn reason.
Parts.
Yeah, some hobos came here for no damn reason to destroy the house. In case you didn't know, Boogie, any house that you would leave completely untouched by human content for 10 years would be pretty close to turning into this. Not to mention a house that's built. Did you see the way that they came down? There's a road at the top and then a gully that leads to the house. Any rain would devastate this house, and it's no surprise that it did. And but he wants to be the philanthropist too. Guys, I could have done so much better. I could have given this to somebody and they could have had a family here. What? What are you talking about? There's like 4 rooms in this entire house. It's in the top of the mountains in the middle of nowhere. And of course he has to bring up, I could have gotten some money out of this. I could have sold this for something. It's like, Yeah, there are a million things you could have done. When it was given to you, you could have sold it basically immediately. Hey, the will lawyer comes up to you and says, congrats, Boogie, you own this house. And Boogie could say, nah, that house has too much trauma for me. We're just gonna sell it. Call a realtor and we're done. And then he would never have to come back and he'd never have to make this video. But of course, for somebody that is so afflicted by trauma, so devastated, it completely has wrecked his entire life, yet he made a 4-part series basically reliving the entire trauma of when his mom died and going through all the artifacts related to where he grew up and now his house and eventually where his mom was laid to rest. And I'm supposed to sit over here and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Boogie's just been going through it rough. He just can't cope with it. And he uses it as an excuse today. My childhood was so messed up. That's why I'm such a horrible person. It's like, it doesn't affect you. We see it in this video. You don't care at all. It's pathetic.
And filmed her in that kitchen. You can find that video on YouTube. I might put a clip of it up. And I sat in this house and told her everything. Told her my plans for YouTube and how I hoped it could be a job one day and how I was going to get partnered. And she could have never known. I was on disability and she died thinking I was a failure.
I don't know his mom. I don't know the circumstances, but in that short clip of what he recorded her in 2009, right before she died, it seemed like she reminds me of my immigrant grandparents who were stern and harsh and not very easily giving of compliments, but deep down you knew that they were really proud of you for all the things you've accomplished. That's sort of what I got, and I can't analyze it from a 40-second clip that he uploaded 14 years ago, alright? I'm not going to make that jump. I'm just saying that's my evaluation, and of course Boogie, he just has to humble brag throughout this entire video. Ooh, she wouldn't know that I was so successful now. Have you guys heard of Bitcoin? Oh yeah, I made so much money off of Bitcoin, and then I sold it all, and then I bought some back, and then I lost all my money. And now I'm a poor degenerate who has to date 13-year-olds because that's the only way I can get clout anymore. That's the only way I can break the 10,000 view mark, is if I put my scantily clad 18-year-old girlfriend who definitely is into me into the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm sure your mom's looking down on you very favorably, Boogie. I'm sure you don't have anything in your life to completely transform. That would just be ridiculous.
All right, Wanda Faye. I'm here. Jesus.
I want you guys to examine these clips I'm about to show you, and you tell me, does this seem like acting? Does this seem like Boogie's putting on a show for everybody to try and make it seem like the woman that he painted as being basically the bearer of why he is so distraught and horrible today, why she was the penultimate reason that he is just so dejected all the time and so sad, that he's actually really sympathetic and feels for her a lot and cries for her and shows up at her crib 10 years later. 10 years later. He probably found some food challenge in town and he's like, damn, you know, I guess I'll show up there, and while I'm at it, I might as well clickbait my dead family for views. Why not? Let's just go for it. Boogie, it's quite pathetic, and everybody who's not a complete and total moron can see through your facade and see that this is all a scam and all a sham and all a scram. Get out of here. Figure it out, dude.
You found her?
Yeah. And someone's put flowers on that.
Huh?
Someone's put flowers on there.
Wait, where is she?
Right here. Carl Privet
Oh, that's her.
and Alta May Privet. And yeah, her name's not on it.
What do you mean her name's not on it?
Her name's not on it.
How does that work?
Well, these are built for two. right? So when you pay for the crypt, you get 2.
Oh, a name above and a name below.
But they made an exception for Mom, and they put her in here with my mama and my daddy Carl.
So she's third?
So she's the 3rd.
So my assumption is she got buried here because they probably couldn't afford it in 2009 to put her in some other cemetery. Even though he mentions later on that I guess his dad was like a veteran and is buried in some military, cemetery. And I'm pretty sure that they could have gotten a plot for her to be next to him. Instead, Boogie's like, yeah, let's just shove her inside with my dead aunt and dead uncle. Who cares? That's the quicker way. Let me just clean off my hands real quick and we'll just move right on. No big deal. No big shame. And then he's talking about the flowers. I think there's 2 possibilities. Now, I have been to crypts that are like this, and depending on, you can pay in advance for them to basically replace the flowers like every month or every other month. And I also think it's a possibility that Boogie paid them prior to him showing up and said, hey, can you put these flowers here? They're like, who the hell are you? Nobody's ever put flowers up for this person before. It's either that, or maybe he has some relatives that he doesn't stay in touch with who visit this crypt frequently. Maybe they still live in the area. Either way, it's all a scam. It's all set up. Yeah, this is genuine. Yeah, we're showing up for the first time. We snuck inside the crypt, and losers, there's flowers there. Who could have seen that coming? That's just such a 1 in 1 million coinkydink.
Calling somebody. It's okay. Bear with me, alright?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you've been in a good headspace since we left the house, bro.
I know, this is an important call, bud. Hey, Bubba, I'm sure you're sleeping. I want to call and ask a favor of you. You remember, I'm in Big Stone Gap, Powell Valley Memorial Grounds, and I'm here at Mom's grave. And you told me you would, you'd pay the $300 to get Mom's name put on the thing. That's been about 10 years. Time to get it done, okay? I love you, but it's an embarrassment that her name ain't on here. She deserved a lot of things, but she didn't deserve an unmarked grave, Bubba. Okay? I love you. Get it done.
Isn't it funny? The multi-millionaire, the guy who is filthy rich, has not thought of his mother once in the last 10 years until he realized that he can make content out of it. He decides, you know what, I'm going to call my estranged brother, who probably works a back-breaking 9-to-5 job. I'm going to call him and say, hey buddy, I know you said when we were both poor that you're going to pay to get this nameplate done. I'm going to call you back 10 years later when I'm a multi-millionaire who does YouTube videos, who had his fans pay for his surgery to get weight loss surgery. And also, I'm basically hand in hand with a scammer who is siphoning money from this website that I'm currently uploading on. I'm going to have you pay for the placard. If this was such a big deal to you, Boogie, you would pull out the $300 right now and get it done. But no, you're going to guilt trip your brother, who has as little of care for his mother as you did. You were both tortured, as you basically said, by your parents your entire life, and he never got it done. But no, I'm gonna guilt trip him because I'm superior. I'm Boogie. I'm gonna hold him accountable. Yeah, okay, Boogie. You're gonna hold somebody accountable. That's rich.
Every month, at the beginning of every month, and she would pull the old flowers down and throw them away. And she would put up brand new flowers for Mama and Daddy Carl because she loved them so much. And this is the only place in the world she wanted to be, was right there. And by God, now she is.
Does this freak you out at all?
Yeah. Last time I sat in this chair, in this room, was the day we buried her on October 8th, 9th, 2009. Almost 10 years ago today.
Yeah, he's so distraught. He had to close Flappy Bird from his phone real quick before McJuggernuggets panned too quickly to him sitting there. He just had to get rid of that. Hold on, let me close that app. Let me turn that off real quick. And yeah, she died like October 10th or 9th or 12th. Who really knows? I didn't really care about her, but I'm going to use her reviews. And the funny part about all of this is that Boogie decides, hey, it's 4 years later. I'm going to post this video. Not during the month that she died. Not the month that I even went there in 2019. Nah, I'm just going to post it in September. Probably because I didn't have any content to upload. So I'm just going to take a backlog video and see if people feel bad for me. God, he's such a piece of shit.
At a convention that I was headlining, and people stood in line to shake my hand. And Mom, people said I've saved their lives. People said I've helped them lose weight. And people said I've helped them through tough situations like the ones we was in. But I promise you, I'm going to do more good than bad. I promise you, okay? And I promise you, I'm going to make the world better, just like you did, okay? I got married. I wanted you to meet her. It didn't work out. But you know, she had enough sense to leave.
Yeah, do you guys think this is genuine? You think this is all real? He's definitely not acting here. These are his real emotions, guys. Can't you tell by the lack of tears and the fake hyperventilating? I mean, I could fake it better than you, Boogie. Jesus Christ. You know, it's like, at least try and make it somewhat. You could do multiple takes, you know? There's nobody else there. It's the middle of the night. Just keep going. I know McJuggernuggets was an expert in doing clickbait. Just take some pointers from him. Because if you're gonna clickbait your dead mom, you might as well make it convincing. Because you saying, it's so inspiring that people wanted to shake my hand and said, I helped them. And then he follows it up by saying, I'm gonna do better. And you left a big mark in the world and you were a good person. Huh? We've heard you talk about her, buddy. So, and then he's gonna say, well, I got married, you would have liked her, oh, we got divorced, whoopsie-doo. It's like, what is this? What is even going on? It's clear you didn't care about your mother at all, and that's fine. If the stories that you told about her are true, then yeah, she's a horrible person, and if you didn't want to be associated with her anymore, that's fine. You can move on. But the fact that you're trying to milk your dead mother for clout and attention and sympathy, it's just grotesque, and it makes you come off way worse than her. Yet he's gonna put a disclaimer in the front and say, this is real, guys, I'm being 100% honest right now. Jesus.
You said you ruined my life. You remember it's the last thing you said to me? And at the time I thought you did. But I told you then, you made me the man I am. And I'm proud of who I am. You remember I said that? Well, this time I mean it. One more thing. So I don't think I'll be back. Okay? You left me that house in case I needed it. I want you to know, I never will.
Yeah, make sure you step back a little bit, McJuggernuggets. Make sure this is the penultimate moment of this entire High School Musical play, because that's the quality of acting we're getting out of this. Yeah, let's step back and make sure we see that Boogie has the logo on his shirt so we know what platform we're on. Stay lit, guys. Stay lit. I could make a really bad cremation joke about his mom right now, but I'll avoid it for TOS on YouTube. But I'm sure you smarties out there are picking up what I could say. And it's funny that he can flip on a dime from being, I'm so sad. You know, all he did was make his face redder. I guess it's close enough to looking like he might cry. But then he just switches right back and say, I don't need your house, you pathetic old lady. I'm rich now. Who cares about you? I'm moving on. See you later, bozo.
I want to say you did good. You really did. But you know what? You did good enough. Goodbye.
Yeah, what a really authentic video, guys. Don't you think? He really means it. And it's funny because he basically trying to portray her as being evil, but he's such a good person because he forgave her. He moved on. He's so much better. You can't trust people that record anything that has anything to do sympathetically. You just can't trust them because it's clear there's an ulterior motive. This one is him trying to make him seem like he's such a good guy. I'm so kind. I'm so generous. I'm so sympathetic. I hate Boogie, man. He sucks. He really sucks. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys later. Peace.